showdown between Tennessee and Georgia in WPSL play. What promises to be a barn burner between these two sides. And that is my player to watch for Chattanooga right there on your screen. Race McDermott, the dangerous one. 4 goals scored already this season. Colorado School of the Mine Ordigger graduate. She is a menace on top of the ball and will look to keep that going today against Atlanta Fire United. Kickoff just moments away between these two sides. Get your snacks, buckle your seatbelts, and hang on tight. It's WPSL action from Chattanooga.
Boots the ball backwards, and Chattanooga collects as Vincent pushes it to the back line. Chattanooga on the left side in this first half, wearing the Navy kits, working from left to right. Atlanta Fire United defending the right side. Floated through, Chattanooga down onto the penalty arc. In the area, she misdirected down to the corner. Tries to bend this on the crossing ball over the top, and it's knocked off into the brickwork. Rode in quickly, Chattanooga in the corner, a battle for it with Atlanta. AFU pushes to the end line, and it's floated over by Emmy Henderson, the midfielder from Flowery Branch. Good play defensively early for Henderson. Chattanooga throws in, McDermott fighting for this, rolled to midfield and collected there by Atlanta. Atlanta Fire will keep it going. Sophia Martelli, the forward from Johns Creek. Martelli is signed to play with the Alabama Crimson Tide this year, a product of Buford High School. All-American La United soccer coaches, a second year in a row this year. Sophia Martelli has been so good for this Atlanta Fire United side. Her little brother is a great athlete as well. Already knocking through 40-yarders at Buford High School as a freshman playing American football. Thrown back on. Fire United back to midfield, on top of it. Ethel. Loose near the touchline. Atlanta regathers and goes backwards to Emma. From that center portion, Tillett watches this roll off. Ball in midfield controlled by Atlanta. Emma, the defender from Canton, Georgia, pushed it forward. It's taken away by Chattanooga. Couldn't maintain. Zipped back through the area. Midway through our third minute, just getting started between Chattanooga and Atlanta. Chattanooga loses this for a moment. Vincent to the back line. Chattanooga Football Club. This rattles around. Unable to get into that middle third. Nearly taken away. We heard from Juan Hernandez, the head coach of Chattanooga during the pregame. Dominic Martelli, the man in charge for Atlanta Fire United. Two really good coaches. Hernandez told the media this week, every game will be a hard one from now on. It doesn't matter who or where we're playing. And they're all must win for this Chattanooga side. Midway through the fourth minute. Great turnout in the crowd today. Chattahooligans in full force. The rain was a little discouraging, I would say, to myself included. Fans came out in force anyhow. Great turnout in Chattanooga, Tennessee. After a conversation with our officials, back underway off the kick. Great rolling ball across to Kaylee Smith. She's got space and room down the touchline for Chattanooga. Penalty arc, CFC, looking for McDermott, the former ore digger, wanted Tillett. Out front of the penalty arc, Chattanooga left side, working her way back and forth, trying to create space as Vigil and rolled back out front of the area. Chattanooga at midfield regathers. Roped across, sideline, Atlanta Fire back in a shell. Tillett pushed it across, the feed to her is broken up by AFU. Ball rolls deep into the wing, Vigil sends it long over the top. Too much as the ball is out over the end line, and that will be goal kick in our 5th minute. Midfield. Fighting for the ball. Chattanooga unable to work that through. Dillard was the one fighting with it. Taken by Atlanta. Roped along feet, and this one sent aerial over the top. Stays onside, McDermott trying to dribble her way around the defender. Pushed it backwards, back to her in the wing. Reese in the corner. Steps around her once, now it's pushed off. Good play by Pethel. Pethel, a freshman defender for Northwestern State, started 21 matches in 24, helping the Demons post 7 shutouts and added 4 assists. Academic All-Southland SLC Defensive Player of the Week after wins over Lamar and UTRGV. 1,600 minutes. Former standout at Creekview High and 2-year captain, team MVP, and all-region honoree. Corner kick down for Chattanooga. Tillett fires this one into the 6, sent aerial. Atlanta pushes it away. Well played by the keeper, hammered and deflected again. Loose in the 6-yard box. Atlanta watches as this goes off the side of the net, and it remains scoreless on a goal kick. Chattahooligans taunting the keeper, calling her T-shirt. Chattanooga through midfield. Rolled back across towards the side, and it's off. 8th minute, halfway over. Scoreless still between these two sides. A hot start. The pitch seemingly rolling back and forth with a lot of action. Stripped away, Tillett through the circle. Referee some stern words. Martelli leaves the ball behind. Both of her parents played athletics at the Division I level in college. Just a really talented family. Long throw in. Chattanooga couldn't control. Midfield. Just beyond the wing, Chattanooga. Nowhere to go for Vigil initially. One connection, now two. Chattanooga from the wing, steps around a defender, knifes her way out to the penalty arc, fires over the top and deflected away by our keeper. McDermott can't run it down in time for CFC. from the corner of the area, sent out to the spot, cleared again by Atlanta, desperately roping this one down the turf, and now taken away again momentarily by Chattanooga. Can't keep it. CFC foot race to the ball. It rolls back to the edge of the 18, and now it's hammered out to the center of the pitch. Taken down by Martelli. Sophia harassed. The future Crimson Tide footballer has got it, and she's free and running down the field. Atlanta, great connection into the wing, dribbling her way against one would-be defender, left off end line, wanted to send the crossing ball, and Chattanooga breaks that one up. Wesley is Stonehaupt, the future Pittsburgh Panther. Chattanooga. Tillett, the SEC champion. Centered up. Chattanooga back to Tillett. Hannah trying to strike that, and it's lost. Collected initially by Atlanta, but on the clearing ball, CFC accidentally touches that off. Ball rolls into the brickwork, and now taking over with it is AFU. Midway through our 11th minute in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we're still scoreless between these two sides. One thing that Juan Hernandez told the media after the Decatur match here at Fort Finley was, we need to limit early scoring. We want to control the match, control the pace, and so far they've done that very well. This Chattanooga side is going to be looking to let it all hang out at home against Atlanta Fire United, who's got the worst goal differential in this Southeastern Division. Don't make me wrong, this is a very good side. They created a pair of goals against Decatur. But Chattanooga needs that goal differential for the race against Decatur FC and for this Peachtree Division. Sent on Atlanta. Battled through, and the feed down low is off. Danielle Lewin, the forward from Lawrenceville, just couldn't get the connection. Former Georgia Bulldog. She was SEC All-Freshman team in 2021. Third in the team on goals. Scored 8 goals for UGA before transferring and becoming a Hilltopper for WKU. A dozen minutes gone in our first half. Long outlet feed. Atlanta takes it away. The Fire trying to keep that on. Chattanooga will take over with it from right there. If you're just joining us for our presentation of Pro Side Soccer, Gabriel Schrei, National Soccer Network simulcasting tonight's feature. Thrown on. Chattanooga in the area. Tillett steps outside, triple teamed. What a move. Leaves it off, fires the long strike, batted and gloved. Good gather by the keeper at the last possible moment to keep the sheet clean. Saw that coming through traffic, popped it up into the air and collected it herself. Now goal kick. Dorfman sends that out. Rolled through for Chattanooga. Jostled, harassed, still fighting her way. Over the corner of the area, McDermott to the end line. Inside, left off, hammered to the right stick, and it rolls over the goalkeeper's line. Midway through our 14th, the sheet stays clean. Corner coming on the set piece for Chattanooga. Getting set for the corner. Feehill pushes to Tillett, back to her. Out front of the area, Tillett has it. Hannah looking, fires to the top herself, and this one sails back into the brickwork behind the goal. Dorfman. Chattanooga will take that. Hopefully she's all right. Sent right into Istone Haupt. Crockett hammers the ball down to the area. Near the spot, this one rolls wide in a sigh of relief as we played 1/4 of an hour exactly between Chattanooga and Atlanta. So far, it really feels like both of these sides aren't accomplishing what they set out to do. Atlanta looking for the big upset. They've not really been able to bring a lot of pressure. Chattanooga is looking to boat race Atlanta Fire United and increase their goal differential in the Peachtree division. In ball down the field, it's off. Long throw in for Chattanooga. Good delivery for Reese McDermott. Fights her way through a pair of defenders. The ball to the end line. It's a race to it. Vigil fights her way down there, and this one not kept on. Competing with Pethel, who's able to defend it enough to get it to roll off. And so the ball will go with Atlanta Fire. Ball sent back by Chattanooga. Nice takeaway in traffic initially. Tillett steals it back again. Rope to McDermott. Reese on top of it. Fires this down over the penalty arc. It's loose and cleared intentionally by AFU. Great steal of the ball by the Fire. Throw-in coming for Chattanooga. It looks like Dillard will leave this off, and instead, Kaylee Smith. She's from Corpus Christi, Texas, plays with the Bobcats at Texas State. Originally from Kill Island High School. Tillett fought her way into the area, still with it, Hannah. Smith. The Texan on the crossing ball, it's battered away. Good play by Dorfman, who's able to get that one out of the area. Sent long, intercept by Crockett. Jordan ropes a feed to Hannah Tillett. Chattanooga through traffic, looking both ways, stops in front of the area and pushes it out towards the touchline. Dribbling her way back inside in the connection. Long feed, this one headed out on the arc. Tillett's going to be the first to it again. Chattanooga delivered to Yonaha. She's from Okinawa, Japan. Midfield, Jordan Crockett. From the circle, Chattanooga. 2 on the field from Japan. 1 from Osaka, 1 from Okinawa. That was Kei Yoneda who just fed the ball forward, the midfielder. She's from Osaka, Japan. Tillett fought her way around 1. Hannah still on top of the ball. Shoving and holding here as now we get the call. Ferocious. Pethel's a defender from Canton, Georgia. I mentioned she plays with the Demons at Northwestern State.
You guys know what numbers you're taking on?
Actually, I'm taking on 14.
You can hear the substitutes talking to our 4th official. That's Maddie Allen.
Yeah, I got 4. I'm taking on 4.
And Maddie Allen is with Lila Alvarez. They're checking in for Atlanta Fire. Deep in the wing for the corner, Smith. Kept it alive. Could be crisis for Chattanooga, but the spin move, the ball comes loose.
Ready, Gabby.
Here come your substitutes. First on is Alvarez. Lila's from Alpharetta, Georgia, a first-year defender for Williams College. They've got a great mascot. Appeared in 12 matches in 2024. Maddie Allen, a 2025 graduate, committed to play for North Alabama as part of the class of 2029, standout midfielder and forward at Brookwood High. Lila Alvarez playing at Williams. Their mascot, it's called the Eefs. It's a purple cow. Long feed down to the penalty arc. Chattanooga's got it. McDermott tripped up just inside of the area, taken by Atlanta Fire United and cleared away. Through midfield, Atlanta moved it forward. Good connection by Martelli for the corner. AFU on top of the ball, defended by Smith. Dribbling, wants to direct this out front, has a long connection out to Lewin, and Danielle runs her down as we get the whistle. Chattanooga's Dillard slow to rise. '21st minute, scoreless. Chattanooga, touchline. Hunt scored last time out for Chattanooga. It was the difference in that match. Ended up taking it 1-0 against UFA, the Gunners, on June 6th. That was last Friday. Roped across, and Chattanooga misdirected as this one goes to the waiting boots of Atlanta Fire United. All the way back to the keeper, Chattanooga trailing. Sent long. Chattanooga's McDermott battles it to Tillett. Tillett all the way to the area. Hannah cuts to the inside. Floated out front. This one ladled over the top and gloved by the keeper. Tillett, stints with Middle Tennessee State University, the Blue Raiders, and the Lady Volunteers of the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Tillett helped the Lady Vols win an SEC tournament and scored in the tournament during her time in Knoxville. Also has played on the professional side Patea in the top tier of Sweden's league.
Yeah, she's 16. 18.
Got two changes coming now. First for Chattanooga, Billie Jean Davis from Manchester, England. We'll also see Caitlin Cook for Atlanta Fire United. That's Marin Bueller you hear shouting out. Associate head coach of Chattanooga Football Club. Yazzie Vargas also going to check in for Atlanta Fire United. Vargas, a defender from Beaufort, Georgia, playing collegiately for the Tampa Spartans. Great selection. I wonder all the time why I didn't go get my undergrad in Florida. What a decision. From midfield, backwards for Chattanooga. 24th minute, halfway over, still scoreless. Long strike of the ball for Crockett to the touchline. Smith kept that alive somehow. Chattanooga again forward. Harassed, grabbed at, and Martelli draws the whistle from our referee. On comes Yazzie Vargas. Chattanooga back to Crockett. Jordan. Through midfield. Yoneda. Somehow connects forward with Vincent. Annalisa rolls it across to Dillard. Cuts her way to the inside. Trying to knife her way deeper into the wing for the end line. Dillard double team, being grabbed as she battles her way to the corner. To Smith, Chattanooga onto it, wants the crossing ball down for the spot. Inside, Chattanooga regathers, she's got it. Walks her way back to the edge of the area. Sent out front, hammered, and this one has way too much under it as it sails into the brickwork behind the twine. Scoreless in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we played beyond 25 minutes, shallow portion of the 26th. Chattanooga from midfield. Roped across, Dillard. What a great pass. Chattanooga, long outward feed, down for the wings. CFC onto the ball. This is May Hunt, who scored last week, and it's sent off intentionally by Yazzie Vargas and Atlanta Fire. Set piece coming for Chattanooga's football club. Tillett to the corner. On the set piece, this into the 6, and immediately the whistle. Sent long, midfield, floated over. Cleared away by AFU initially. Still loose in that central portion before it's finally pushed into the Dashers. 27th minute becomes the 28th as we're still scoreless between Chattanooga and Atlanta. Chattanooga making a change. CFC back to Smith. Loose into the area. Free fires a shot to the low right, and it's covered. What a play by Dorfman. Wide open, free and running. She hammers that. An absolute laser beam for the low left glove side of Dorfman. She gets onto the ball. Chloe Reeves standing by to check in along with Brady Livingston. Two local athletes for Chattanooga Football Club. Livingston is from Knoxville, Tennessee. Former CFC Academy standout. Out front, rope through, covered. Great play down inside for the keeper of Chattanooga. Midway through her 29th minute.
The one on this side right here.
She's been great all season long. It's Kylie Hall. Chattanooga sends it back. It's Jordan Crockett.
I'm gonna assume it's
Chloe Reeves is also a Chattanooga Football Club Academy standout, longtime Chattanooga footballer. Big group of fans here tonight for her from Wright County, the former Eagle. Standing by and waiting to get in and get some time on the pitch for Chattanooga FC. Really, really exciting stuff to see. There's something especially unique about this sport, the beautiful game. Covering Chattanooga Football Club for me personally, it's very, very cool to see these local products, young people from where we live here in Chattanooga come onto the field and get to make their debut That's what makes Chattanooga and Atlanta so special. They really do a wonderful job of developing local talent. These academies, it's a full pyramid now for Chattanooga's football club. All the way from the very bottom to the top, you can go from playing youth league soccer to the very tiers of the academy's top, to the WPSL, to turning full professional. Same on the men's side. You can play all the way from youth league up to the UPSL coming this next season, MLSNP, and finally turn full pro, Division I professional. Really visionary stuff from Chattanooga's football club. And as you can hear, a change coming. It's Istone Haupt, the midfielder from Atlanta, Georgia. One half of an hour gone between these two sides and still scoreless in Chattanooga. Long floater. Nice play through the crowd, but unable to get anything going. Chattanooga will take this up. Dominic Martelli saying, you don't have to chase, Cookie. Chattanooga from the circle, quickly through forward to Yoneda. She's got it, some room to work with for Chattanooga. Towards the penalty arc, it's taken away from Reese McDermott, slid through by Vigil. She's still down, and hopefully she's all right. Very, very aggressive play, great heads-up play for Chattanooga's Vigil. Just unable to get that final pass through and to go. She wants the call from her referee, and he's not going to give it to her. Chattanooga entered this match 2-0-1 on their home turf. Their only loss to top of the table Decatur Football Club. Rolled through. Chattanooga, this one too much. 8 goals in 3 home matches, only 3 allowed. Strong, confident, and they play loose and free in front of their home fans. Chattanooga likes this look. A lot would call it a 3-4-3. I'm going to say this is like a 1-2-4-3 Chattanooga likes to run. Rolled through. McDermott pushed it to the back door and no one there to help her out. Beautiful pass inside. McDermott got a hold of it. Pulls the joystick to get around the defender and just can't finish it off. And McDermott is that single one up front. They like to run a pair behind her. Tail it tonight in one of those spots. Looks like Chloe Reeves is in that 2 spot as well. We've seen a lot of Yoneda in midfield. Hunt, Dillard, Valentine, Vigil, Yoneda, and Crockett on the back. Chattanooga, Crockett. Fires. Cleared initially. Atlanta fighting for this. Still scoreless, 34th minute, about to become the 35th. Yonaha. Wing. Taken. Sent out. Great play by Tillett. Chattanooga hammered to the top left corner, and this one batted away. Atlanta, what a save down between the sticks. Chattanooga tries to push that inside. Atlanta will cover. through midfield. And this one rolling, skeetering towards the bench of Atlanta. Gabriella Playa coming in for Atlanta Fire United. Back towards midfield. Chattanooga. Nice feed for the end line. This is going to roll off. Tough season so far for the Fire. Second from the bottom in the Peachtree division. Only 1-5. They've conceded a division worst 17 goals thanks to heavy losses at Georgia Impact and Decatur. They've only scored 6. Goal difference -11. Away from home, they played 2, lost 2, scored 2, and conceded 8 goals on the road. They run a 4-3-3, but it flexes around. They like to put Lewin way out front and leave Caldwell kind of alone in the back of the midfield circle. Speaking of which, here comes Jillian Kluth, the midfielder from Marietta. 2020 graduate, committed to play for the UAB Blazers as part of the class of 2029. A standout at last at her high. Won a 6A state championship, a Final Four appearance in 22-23. There's Lewin right there who watches as the ball rolls by.
I think it's 16. So the bubble.
The one up top.
No, the one
Eva Martin checking in.
right in front of you. Like
Georgia State Panther
brownish hair.
The 11.
11, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see the other number.
coming on for Yazzie Vargas.
Okay, yeah, that's no worries.
Midfield, the ball is going to be sent with Chattanooga's football club.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. No worries.
Kilman, Pathel, Hilton, really a consistent backbone for this Atlanta Fire United side. Vargas coming off for Eva Martin. Gets dapped up by Coach Dominic Martelli before she takes the bench. 38th minute, a little more than halfway over, scoreless between Chattanooga and Atlanta. A beam of a feed down over the end line and off. Chattanooga's Crockett. She's got a head of steam, but leaves it off into the fourth officials table. Chattanooga from midfield. Long feed. Looking for Tillett. Hannah cutting to the inside. Knifes around one defender, 2 there on the crossing ball. Pushed off by Atlanta Fire. Philip Farrell put out a great pregame preview on the Southeast Soccer Report. He called for a 3-0 win for Chattanooga, and I think his score pick was perfect. I really feel like Chattanooga's due for a couple of scores at home as the set piece is cleared away initially and now roped out of the area. Chattanooga will regather down along the sideline. bent over the top, tried to play an aerial. Tillett runs it down. Leaves it off for herself in the corner, but she can't regather in time. So the ball goes now to Atlanta Fire United. Sent back, Reeves. The Ray County Eagle dished this up to McDermott. She goes across into the area. Chattanooga for the end line. This one too much. 41st minute, scoreless between Chattanooga and Atlanta. Chattanooga's men's side due up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can tune in on Apple TV and listen with our radio coverage free online. I'll be on the call for that. It's New York Red Bulls 2, a top-of-the-table clash between Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls. Should be a really good one. Chattanooga FC's men's side has been at the top of the table for a CFC record 9 weeks running. They've been incredible. Midfield, this one rattles through. Chased down by Kylie Hall. Crockett didn't like that.
Hi. 9, I'm taking out 18.
Taylor Humans coming on for Caitlin Cook. You can hear her speaking to the officials table. Chattanooga going to send Bella Valentine on for Brady Livingston. Aerial play in our 43rd minute where we're scoreless. Push through and off. Right in front of the Chattahooligans. Here are those two changes. Chattanooga sending on Valentine for Livingston. We see Taylor Humans. Humans, a forward from Kennesaw State, joined the Owls after a standout freshman season at Tusculum in 2022. She's been great. Played at Fayetteville and Northgate High. First team All-Region 3 times. Set a school record for the most goals as a freshman and finished her prep career with seasons of 36, 19, and 28 goals. Corner, off. 3 minutes of stoppage time called for by our fourth official. We've got 2 minutes left in regulation on this first half still as we've just broken into the 44th minute. Floated, Chattanooga puts this up into the air. Trying to get that out of there. Regathered by Atlanta and it rolls off. Misdirected, couldn't collect. Chattanooga throws on. Across the top of the AstroTurf to the corner, McDermott tries to center this on the cross, and it's off the top of the goal as we get the whistle before that one's off anyhow. Juan Hernandez said this would be a complicated match. 45th minute. The referee having stern words at the center field circle. Martin from Flowery Branch, Georgia, hearing from our referee. Halfway through the 45th. Almost 4 minutes left to play on this first half, even though regulation is coming to a close quickly. Fought through. Valentine loses this. Pickpocketed. Long strike of the ball down into the wing. Atlanta Fire's going to have to regather. They had a great opportunity, and now AFU stolen away on a beautiful play by Bella Valentine. Knitted 2 passes down the AstroTurf, just couldn't get that last feed. Roped around Smith. She takes it in vacant space. McDermott. Three minutes of stoppage time. Chattanooga rolled it through. Knifes her way into the area. Long strike of the ball, and it's gloved by the keeper on the end line. Back underway. Dorfman floats this out. 47th minute has arrived. 3/4 of an hour of regulation in the books. Scoreless between Chattanooga and Atlanta Fire United. AFU came to battle today with Chattanooga. The Peachtree division. Decatur FC would be all alone if Chattanooga can't handle this side. Chattanooga, nice strike of the ball. Down towards the wing. Reese McDermott is free into the area. Stays on top of it, fires a shot deflected away over the end line by AFU. Reese McDermott this season has been electric. 4 goals scored following her illustrious career with Colorado's School of the Mines. Tillett, the former Tennessee Lady Vol, the former SEC champion, to the corner. 48th minute. Hannah fires this over the top, down for the penalty spot. Atlanta clears it away. Fired out of there, if you will. Strike of the ball by Crockett from the corner of the area, and this has way too much on it as it floats over the top. Goal kick. A little professional time wasting on the table. Center field circle. Battled through into the wing and blown dead. Smith came together with her. And that'll do it for stoppage time on our first half, which was mostly a continuation of our first 3/4 of an hour as the action remained the same. Scoreless, deadlocked, nothing on the board between Chattanooga and Atlanta Fire United after 1 half of play in Tennessee. In the Scenic City, we'll have more action with our second half coming up momentarily on our simulcast to the National Soccer Network. Don't go anywhere. WPSL action will resume momentarily.
Welcome, Scenic City Dance Group, as they perform at midfield.
This is the center. I'm the center. I'm the center. I'm center.
Gotta get that. 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 I got that hit to beat the block. You can get that bass on below. I got that rock and roll, that future flow, that digital spit, next level visual. I got that. How to be back. I'm a beast when you turn me on. Into the future, Cybertron. Harder, faster, better, stronger. Sexy ladies, extra longer. Cause we gotta beat that bounce. We gotta beat that pound. We gotta beat that 808. That boom boom in your town.
People in the place. If you wanna get down, put your hands in the air. We'll from the beat.
I'll be rocking in beats. Yup, yup. I'll be rocking in beats. Yup, 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 yup. Here we go, here we go. Radio, y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Beat so big, I'm sipping on lyrical. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Get hit with the boom, boom. Y'all get hit with the boom. This beat be bumping, bumping. This beat go boom, boom. This beat be bumping, bumping. This beat go boom, boom.
So you wanna party? So you wanna dance? You better know someone that knows someone of our friends. You wanna get higher? Shake that thing. Spin it round and round and round and round like that. I put little tricks in my hips. Kiss on my lips. Ice on my wrist. 'Cause I'm hot and I'm dancing. That romance. Can't feel the dancing. Girls hiding hands. 'Cause I'm hot and I'm dancing. This emergency. Come love me, dance, come rescue me. Everybody acting here.
You wanna get up, get down like this. You can dance it
Scoreless at the half between Chattanooga and Atlanta Fire. Here's our first half highlights. One half gone, 3/4 of an hour left to play between Chattanooga and Atlanta. So far, deadlocked, scoreless between these two sides in WPSL action. Both desperately need the win. Atlanta Fire United is looking to salvage the backstretch of their season. Chattanooga Football Club is in a dogged race to the finish line with Decatur FC. If they could score a few goals tonight, upset Decatur on the road, they can right the ship and claim the crown over the Peachtree Division. But that road starts with a big performance in this second half against Atlanta Fire United. Gabriel Schrei, scoreless after one half of play. Welcome inside of Fort Finley. It's Chattanooga and Atlanta Fire. Chattanooga to the back. In the second half, Chattanooga will work from right to left. They're wearing the Navy kits. Midfield, Chattanooga. Smith strikes the ball down into the area. From the penalty arc, this one off the top of the crossbar. It rattles away. And Chattanooga had this blown dead before they took the shot. So goal kick. Midfield, Atlanta took it away. Jillian stays with it for a moment. Long throw in. Atlanta. Stolen by Tillett. Only for a moment. Taken back by Jillian. Centered and Chattanooga's onto it, but the collision is going to send the ball back with Atlanta. Billie Jean Davis from Manchester, England took her down. Played for West Virginia State University. Matches, 7 assists, and helped the Yellow Jackets to their first ever Mountain East Conference tournament title. Great opportunity for Atlanta Fire. Just steps away from the 18-yard box. Signal struck over the top. It ropes right to the keeper who gloves it. Chattanooga easily grabs that. And Hall will put us back underway in our 48th minute, midway through it, and still deadlocked and scoreless. Chattanooga tries this to Reese McDermott. Dribbling her way down the side of the field. Left off into the wing. Chattanooga, the slide tackle, sends that one off over the end line, and the set piece comes now on the corner. Jordan Crockett. Crockett is set to deliver. Bent over the top, backside header over the top and off. Both clubs say it should go with them. Chattanooga pleading their case, and it will go with Atlanta. Keeper will roll this one. Sent out. Return to the wing and it's off. Good foot race. Henderson was out in front. Valentine couldn't reach it in time. Atlanta. That's off. Quickly thrown in by Davis. Billie Jean again. In the wing, McDermott strikes it inside, looking for the header from Tillett, and it's off. What a delivery. Perfect placement by Reese McDermott. The former Lady Vault just couldn't quite put that between the sticks. It goes wide and over the end line. And we remain scoreless in the Scenic City as we roll through our 50th minute into the 51st. Chattanooga push that out to Valentine. Couldn't clear, wing. Chattanooga again, backside for McDermott, and it's too much. It rolls off, and that'll be goal kick.
When we score, he doesn't laugh. Really? Yeah.
Our fourth official wanted to know about the flag man. Chattanooga at midfield. The flag man at Chattanooga FC matches is Topher. He's the official flag czar of Chattanooga Football Club. Proudly hoists the colors of his city and the club. Every match, he's in the away stands. Chattanooga, penalty arc, backside, deep in the area, fires a strike and it's deflected away. Set piece coming for Chattanooga's football club. Long bend out front towards the spot, knocked away through the penalty arc, cleared entirely by Atlanta. Crockett regathers just beyond the center field circle. 6-yard box loose, sent back over the top, and this one too much. Ball's off over the end line and to the goalkeeper for goal kick it goes. Topher is so proud of his official role as flag czar. His shoes are custom FLG CZR on the back of them. Chattanooga. McDermott. End line, tried the centering ball, and it's cleared away again by Atlanta. Chattanooga had a great first half of creating chances, consistent pressure and possession in the final third, unable to score or finish, and the second half has opened up with even greater pressure and possession in the final third, and still deadlocked without a goal in the Scenic City as we're about to enter the 55th minute. Chattanooga bends it down into the 6, loose, cleared initially. CFC regathers Tillett, rolled that out to Crockett, who floats it over the top. Headered loose towards the 6. Atlanta sends this one skying away. Chattanooga will have to regather. Taken up. CFC bent down towards the spot. Atlanta knifes it away and ropes a pass out to midfield. No one there as Chattanooga will regather. Knits a pass across the top of the AstroTurf behind the center field stripe. Fighting for the ball and taken by the Fire. AFU lasers a feed toward that line. Run down by Tillett and the whistle. Ball to Atlanta. Long delivery. Whistle will send the ball the other way. Chattanooga. McDermott knifing her way inside, left off for the area, intercept. Runs the spin. Jillian dishes this across to center field where it's stolen by Chattanooga's Smith. Chattanooga evading defenders, trying to leave that off for McDermott, and Jillian again clears. Crockett onto the ball. Jordan beats out the first would-be defender. And the whistle. Just too much for our referee. Wants a word. So Crockett and Chattanooga just outside of the final third. They'll have a chance on the set piece. 4 bodies in Navy kits on the backside of the 18, a 5th joining them as she runs across the penalty arc. Crockett fires, long ball, 6-yard box loose, and Atlanta will be to it first. From the end line, she'll intentionally push it off. 57th, deadlocked and scoreless in the Scenic City from Fort Finley. Midfield, Crockett taken out of the air by Atlanta initially and can't race to it in time. Ella Attaway going to get the change for Chattanooga. Long feed, run down and sent off. Nice play by Dorfman, got to that in time. Chip it into the brickwork, now it'll be thrown in by Davis. Billie Jean looking out onto the field. Here's the change, Attaway's in. Ella Attaway from Buford, Georgia, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Mock, transferred from Belmont. She is used to playing on this pitch. This AstroTurf is her home field in the NCAA for the Mocs. '58th rolling towards the 59th. Crockett to the corner. Played for the Colorado Storm in the W League. Decorated college career with the University of Denver Pioneers. Crockett floats this over the top of the net. So Chattanooga continues to create chance after chance and swarm in the final third, and unable to score on that end of the field.
It's like the greatest free kick first I've done.
Long feed. Thrown on. Chattanooga immediately cleared away by Hall. Tillett's fighting for it as it's aerial. Atlanta in the wing. Fire United towards the end line. Sliding, and this one's sent off by Chattanooga. And that means we're into the 60th minute as we've nearly played 1 hour between these two sides. And we've already almost played a quarter of an hour in our second half of regulation. This skeeters across the top of the AstroTurf to midfield. Chattanooga roped towards the area, stolen away initially. Chattanooga fights for that. CFC just beyond the wing. Crockett hustling her way against the defender. Stayed with it, back to Jordan. Chattanooga, midfield circle. Roped across, collected by Davis. Billie Jean doesn't keep it for long.
How do you know who I'm going in for?
Yoneda.
On the other side. Okay.
Inside of the area, she smacks that up on top of the concourse. May Hunt got to the ball and sent it long. That one skies out of the venue. Goal kick, couple of changes. Istone Haupt is back in. Sounds like Taylor Human's getting a change as well. Rattles around, Chattanooga somehow directs this across. She'll just let this one go, and it's back into the fiber optic signage. Trying to channel her inner Juan Carlos Obregon. Her best Pele impression from midfield. Not happening in Chattanooga today. Scoreless 62nd minute between Chattanooga and Atlanta. And our referee is giving a warning for time wasting. Redirected by Chattanooga, foot race. And the referee is issuing a yellow card to Dominic Martelli. So Atlanta Fire wanted a call for the shove. They're saying there's a shove on every goal kick from a Chattanooga player. And coach catches a yellow. Chattanooga. Sent long, Tillett foot race. Shoving there, and no one can win that. Vincent is going to change in for Chattanooga in a moment. Caitlin Cook standing by as well. Midfield. Chattanooga pushed it into the wing. CFC with it as Attaway. Corner. Steps back, fires this out towards the spot. Tillett from the arc, finesses that into the 18-yard box, and it's taken away by Atlanta initially. Davis will float this to the backside of the 6-yard box. Massive collision down inside. Upper body contact, shoulder to shoulder.
Where's the yellow card? Same thing I said. No different. Come on, man. Keep giving.
Daniel!
It's the same exact thing.
Number 2, Hey.
Getting a correction from the score sheet now and the scorebook. Big shout out to the comms manager, Hayes Creech of Chattanooga FC, for catching this. Word coming from the scorers table that that card was issued to the assistant coach of Atlanta, not to Martelli. Chattanooga floats this over. Attaway tried to push it into the air. Atlanta Fire clear it out of the area initially. Now rolling towards midfield, down the side of the pitch, and this one can't be collected by Tillett. And that's your changes we've got coming. Maddie Allen also has joined the waiting Caitlin Cook for Atlanta, and that's Vincent who comes on for Chattanooga. Talladega College Tornado Guyana national team member Caitlin Cook plays for Georgia Southern. Maddie Allen, 2025 graduate, committed to play for North Alabama. Played at Brookwood High for her prep, just wrapped that up. Thrown in down towards the end line, foot race, and Chattanooga watches as this rolls off. From the corner of the 6, goal kick. Nice push by Chattanooga. Center field, off and running. Vihel has it taken away. Atlanta loses this. Sideline off the field. Vihel will throw in. Tracked, followed, and going to be harassed by Jillian. Wing, Chattanooga, Tillett gathers edge of the area, working it along the very corner of the 18. Out front, Vihel sidesteps. Jillian, what a move. Left off towards the corner, McDermott loses it initially, now floated inside and off the side of the twine. This one out for goal kick. 67th minute becomes the 68th. Deadlocked and scoreless in Chattanooga. Midfield, McDermott in vacant space takes that up and pushes it to Tillett. Stolen by Atlanta. Great play. It doesn't pay off as Chattanooga knits a pass out front of the penalty arc, fighting her way down towards the area, and as she blows it out on the turf, this becomes a call the other way. Reeves, the Wright County Eagle, on again for Chattanooga. Yazzie Vargas on as well. Chloe is an academy product who is just breaking it in on the WPSL side. Hometown development for Chattanooga's football club. Center field through that final third. Yoneda. Kai pushed it across. Now it's rolled through by Yonaha. Jordan. Sideline. Down the field, Chattanooga. Knits another pass to McDermott this time. Vihel. Left off, Reeves. Heavily defended by Atlanta Fire. Chloe. Locks it up. The Ray County product. Rolled edge of the area. Chattanooga fights this through one final defender there. Attaway. Vihel can't get to it in time. Recollected. In vacant space, she goes across to Crockett. Jordan airs this out for the 6-yard box. Tillett fires. Backdoor score! Chattanooga makes it 1-0 in our 70th minute of play. Chattanooga out in front at home in the 70th minute with a great floater. This one hammered over the top. Another look at how that came together for Reese McDermott and Chattanooga Football Club.
Yeah, and I'm 9.
Tillett got a hold of it, put it through the 6 to the backside, and McDermott just cleans that up around Vargas. That is the 5th goal of the season for Reese McDermott. The former ore digger keeps it rolling in the Scenic City. Unreal. Colorado School of the Mines, one of my favorite mascots of all time. What a move in front of the penalty arc. Fired just over the top of the crossbar. 1-0 Chattanooga as we're into the 72nd minute. Long strike of the ball. Chattanooga's Reeves watches as that's cleared away.
Stay! Who cares about that? Stay!
Throw incoming for Vihel. Reeves. Hammered away by Dorfman. Into the Chattanooga bench. Chattanooga out in front after a score midway through the 70th. Good touch by Reeves, but couldn't put it out front. The goal came from Reese McDermott. Tillett pushed it through traffic from the edge of the 6-yard box to the back door, where it was cleaned up by Reese McDermott, and she scored her 5th of the season for Chattanooga Football Club. I've got a cap, a ball cap, and a t-shirt from her alma mater sent it to me a couple years ago. It is one of my favorite articles of collegiate clothing. The Ore Diggers of the Colorado School of the Mines. What a great mascot. Long feed, penalty arc knocked away. This one floating into vacant space. Battle for it. Chattanooga able to fend her off as this one rolls over the touchline. Ball will go with Chattanooga. Vihel will throw in from the fourth official spot at the table. You can see him there. Long toss. Reeves strikes that towards the wing. Foot race. Attaway's got it. Controlled. Couldn't knock it away, but it rolls off. Last touched by Chattanooga. Couldn't collect. 75th minute, halfway over. Well played by Yoneda. Kei, the Osaka, Japan native, pushes it off, and so throw-in coming for Atlanta Fire United. 76th minute, we are down to our final quarter of an hour of regulation. 1 1/4 gone. Atlanta fires this one, rattled in traffic, and goes off over the end line.
Wait, what's her number? What's her number? 4.
17 going on for 4
Ready?
for Atlanta.
Vargas is off for Jillian. Corner coming for Atlanta Fire. 77th minute about to begin. 1-0 Chattanooga. AFU strikes this. Maddie puts it out front, rolling through to the edge of the 18. It's back into the wing. Atlanta tries it again, looking for the header, and it's gloved out of the air by Kylie Hall. The Berkeley, California native takes it away. Chattanooga, McDermott had a steam, harassed by our player who almost cleaned that up, Istone Haupt. Chattanooga, the crossing ball to the backside of the 6, and it's through and off. Over the end line, goal kick. Atlanta. This is off.
16. 18.
What's your number?
I'm 2.
2, and you know you're going for.
Chattanooga.
The one closest to
The
it?
last of
Okay.
that.
Dillard.
15.
So what was your number?
Mine's 2. Caitlin!
2 changes coming for Atlanta in this late stage. 78th about to become the 79th. We'll see Danielle Lewin come onto the field. We'll also see Atlanta send Gabriella Playa back in. Chattanooga's Crockett rolled to Kylie Hall, the keeper. Kylie Hall is at center field. Jordan floats this, skying it down to the penalty arc. Chattanooga directs it through, loose, end line, this one rolls off. Collision. Ball was hammered in the air. These two came together with force. Hopefully she's all right. Slow to rise is Emmy Henderson, the midfielder from Flowery Branch. She's signed to play with the Bulldogs of UNC Asheville this fall. That'll be her freshman year in the NCAA. Kick coming from just behind the center field stripe.
Where are you going in for it?
10.
Long delivery over the top. Atlanta, this one rattles around out front and nothing doing. Speaking of which, Henderson is going to come off for Kaylee Hilton. Hilton's a defender. Freshman for the University of North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Starred at West Forsyth High. Won a state championship there. Hall will get us back underway for Chattanooga.
Just talk to him sometimes, right? After the game, saying, hey, you come
10 minutes left in regulation as our 80th minute becomes our 81st.
everything else he's been That's it. I mean, seriously, tell me. He's been great. He's a little too quick to the car.
Chattanooga strikes this down to the center field circle. Long feed through by Vihel. Chattanooga stays with it. It's Dillard. Into the wing, driving her way down towards the end line, floated the crossing feed off the spot, and as it rattles around, blown dead by our referee. Dominic Martelli and Atlanta Fire United praising the officiating crew, save for what we've seen off goal kicks. They didn't like a lot of the physicality they saw and wanted more calls there, but otherwise very happy with the officiating of this four-person crew tonight. Chattanooga area fires, and this one goes high. It's an interesting thought. I would argue that soccer, association football has more competent officials than any other sport in America. I think general, overall, more officials make less, what's the word I'm looking for, less controversial calls in this sport than any other. It seems, for the most part, these events are very well officiated. Things don't really get missed that often. Tillett pursuing. Couldn't knife her way through. Big collision, ran her down in the center field circle. Sophia Martelli let her have it. Shoulder and all. Vihel still down. A yellow card shown to Sophia. No, a red. With 8 minutes left in regulation, they're sending her to the showers.
This is professional soccer. That's an All-American. Heavyweight player of the year. You don't give it to yellow cards.
Another red. Coach took a yellow earlier, now he takes a red. He's headed to the locker room as well. 2 sent off in our final 10 minutes. We call that the announcer's jinx. Still trying to get sorted. Another look. That's the collision. Martelli let her have it. Vihel was absolutely mauled on that hit. Run down full speed at center field. AFU will be short a body playing with 10, our final 7 minutes of regulation. We'll see stoppage time, how much? Coach taking Sophia with them, they're headed to the locker room. That's our referee who's on field. Martelli's blowing kisses. Juan Hernandez and Coach Butler giving handshakes and a hug from Coach Hernandez. Classy stuff from Chattanooga as always. Love to see the two coaches give a hug. That is first class. All-American Martelli to the locker room after suffering the red. Back underway in Chattanooga. 85th about to become the 86th. Long strike, 18 spot. This one knockered away. Tillett regathers into the area, through, and gloved down along the end line by Dorfman. Short a coach, short an All-American.
Taylor, tuck in more, tuck in more.
Sent long, midfield. Chattanooga tries to take it away. 1-0 CFC. That's off. Ball with Atlanta. From center field, Chattanooga pursues. Kept away initially on the edge of the wing. This one's loose in vacant space. Taken up by AFU. The Fire battling to the end line, looking for the crossing ball. She blows a tire and slides off the end of the field. 1-0 Chattanooga. 87th minute approaching. Brockett, she's got wheels. With a head of steam, floated through center field, knits a pass up the AstroTurf to McDermott, left off for the penalty arc. This is Chattanooga, fires a shot, it goes wide left of the stick. Sent long. Rattled through. Chattanooga. Push down into the wing. CFC floats this into the 6. It's too easy. I'm not sure how much stoppage time we'll see on this match. Into the 88th, Chattanooga going to send this all the way back to Hall. With that in mind, 2 games left this season for Atlanta Fire. They'll travel to take on United Football Academy's Gunners on June 20th. And on the 24th, they'll host Chattanooga Football Club in the second edition of this match. Vargas coming on again. We'll also see Brady Livingston for Chattanooga. CFC's McDermott, penalty arc, steps to the right and fires high. Chattanooga's got 3 left this season. They'll travel to Georgia Impact on the 18th of June. Then on the 24th, they'll visit Atlanta for this rematch. And finally, the pivotal titular match on the 27th as they take on Decatur FC. Just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Livingston. Goal kick. loose out front. Chattanooga to the penalty arc. CFC knits another pass down along the edge of the area. Stops, reverses fields, rolled long, connects on the feed, hammered through into traffic. This one deflected away. Still loose out near the spot. Chattanooga regathers, stops, turns, wants to fire. Till it out front of the penalty arc. Two defenders there, left off rush, swept down into the wing. Chattanooga dribble towards the end line. Centering feed, recollected, pushed out front, 6-yard box. Chattanooga still with it, roped into the wing. It's Tillett again. Hannah fires this one back towards center field, and it's taken up there by Yoneda. Rolled across to Crockett. Chattanooga. 18.
Number 10, number 8.
Left off. Chattanooga fires. This one finds the inside of the left stick. CFC makes it 2-0. Chattanooga scores again, 2-0. 5 minutes of stoppage time called for. Midway through the 90th, they score a second. Another look. Stepped inside, Livingston left it off. Smith hammers the ball through traffic, and that one finds its way down inside. Another look as we scrub forward. What a shot. Smith perfectly delivers that. I thought Dillard was going to brush it home, and in real time it was hard to spot. You can see she doesn't touch that, but the midfielder from Corpus Christi, the Texas State Bobcat, scores her first of the year for Chattanooga, Kaylee Smith. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club as we've reached full time of regulation. 1.5 hours played. They called for 5 of stoppage time. 30 seconds of that already gone. Ball rolls all the way down the side of the field and finally off over the sideline. Midfield. And as this is locked up, the ball will go the other way. Hall and Chattanooga getting set. Smith scored 4 goals for the Texas State Bobcats.